Those that dine together never take the same quantity of food. Welcome to section 29 of chapter 2 of the Holy Quran. It begins with sign 229. Atalaku maratani. Atalaku maratani. A divorce is only permissible twice. You can't divorce, marry again, divorce, marry again, and divorce, marry again 3 times. No, only twice. Mm. You divorce, you marry. Permissible. You divorce, sorry, you marry, you divorce. Pardon me. You marry, you divorce. One. You come together again, marry again, and divorce again. And that's the end. You can't come together to marry again. The woman has to try another man, and the man another woman. I don't know how viewers find this. Anyway, and what follows? For imsaku, sorry, for im, yes, for imsaku bimarufu au tasrihu bi ihsanin. After that, the parties should either hold together on equitable terms, marufu, or separate with kindness, bil ihsan. Uh, and there is a note to that, but not until we finish the whole sign. وَلَا تَحِلُّ لَكُمْ أَن تَأْخُذُوا مِمَّا أَتَيْتُمُوهُنَّ. Yes. وَلَا يَحِلُّ لَكُمْ أَن تَأْخُذُوا مِمَّا أَتَيْتُمُوهُنَّ شَيْئًا إِلَّا. Okay, let's wait. Let's swap out شَيْئًا. Or separate, no, or separate with kindness. We've done that. It is not lawful for you, into brackets, men. It is not lawful for you. And in Arabic, you are supposed to understand that it is men, even in this English translation too. But our kind translators have put men in brackets there for us to understand that this goes to men rather. Okay. It is not lawful for you to take back any of your gifts, into brackets again, from your wives. Without the brackets, it reads, it is not lawful for you to take back any of your gifts. That's all. But you have in Arabic, it is men who give gifts normally, even up to today. Okay. And what follows? Illa tufima. Yeah, sorry. Illa an yahafa Allah yakima hududillahi. Illa an yahafa Allah yukima hududillahi. Except when both parties fear. Both parties is reflected here. Yahafa, both parties. Both parties fear that they would be unable to keep the limits ordained by God. And limits is here, hududan lahi, limits ordained by God. فَإِنْ خِفْتُمْ أَلَّا يُقِيمَا حُدُودَ اللَّهِ فَلَا جُنَاحَ عليهما فيها. افتدت به. Sorry, افتدت به. Let me take it again. Uh, فإن فإن خفتم ألا يقيما حدود الله فلا جناح عليهما فيها افتدت به. Uh, if ye, into brackets, judges. So now the sentence is shifting from men, husbands, to judges. Mm. If ye judges, how could anyone, ordinary person, understand this in the Quran? So you see why people read the Quran without actually understanding what is inside. They only take the spiritual aspect of it. They only enjoy or benefit from the spiritual aspect of it. Mm. Okay. If ye, into brackets, judges, do indeed fear that they will be unable to keep the limits ordained by God, there is no blame on either of them. There is no blame on either of them. I think that's where we stop. Fala janahu alayhima fima iftadat bihi. uh, on either on either of them, if she gives something for her freedom, if she gives something for her freedom, and iftada bihi, if she gives something for her freedom, these are the limits obtained by God. And iftada bihi, where did we stop it? And iftada bihi, tilka hududillahi, tilka hududillahi, فلا فلا تعدوها تلك حدود الله فلا تعدوها. uh, these are the limits ordained by God. تلك حدود الله. These are the limits ordained by God. So do not transgress them. فلا تعتدوا فلا تعتدوها. Do not transgress them. فلا تعتدوها. Yes, فلا تعتدوها. فلا تعتدوها. Do not transgress them. So do not transgress them. Do not transgress them. If any do transgress the limits ordained by God, such persons wrong themselves as well as others. I haven't read the Arabic part yet. فلا تقتدوها. ومن تعتدوها ومن تعتدوا. So sorry, ومن تعتدوا حدود الله فأولئك هم الظالمون. فمن تعتدوا حدود الله فأولئك هم الظالمون. If any do transgress the limits ordained by God, فلا تعتدوا, if any, for man تعتدوا, if any, sorry, woman, it's not for man in the Arabic, it's not for man, it's woman. Woman تعتدوا, and if any transgresses who do the lie, the limits ordained by God, فأولئك هم الظالمين هم الظالمون. فأولئك هم الظالمون. Such persons wrong, but in brackets, themselves as well as others. So here again, is the phrase, this sentence is explained to us. They wrong, such persons wrong, into brackets, themselves as well as others. So they don't wrong just one party, but others, because others are involved. Let's go to the commentary or the notes. 257 against separating with kindness. 258 ordained by God. And 259 wronging themselves as well as others. Let's go to 257 first, separating with kindness. Mm. I can't tell if we did 256 and 256 in the other video. I can't tell. Let's see. I don't think we did it. So let's go there. 256. I don't want us to miss anything. 256 to the previous uh, episode. Where divorce for mutual incompatibility is allowed, there is danger that the parties might act hastily, then repent, and again wish to separate. No, it's rather of this same chapter. So the notes are four in one: 56575, 56575, 859. So the notes are four in one. So 256. Mm, relating to this very section, this very sign, 229. Where divorce or mutual incompatibility is allowed, there is danger that the parties might act hastily, then repent, and again wish to separate. To prevent such capricious action repeatedly, a limit is prescribed, full stop. Two divorces, into brackets, with a reconciliation between brackets close, are allowed. Two divorces are allowed. After that, the parties might definitely make up their minds either to dissolve their union permanently or to live honorably or to live honorable lives together in mutual love and forbearance. Dash to hold together on equitable terms. And hold together on equitable terms is in double inverted commas, or to hold together on equitable terms. Uh, neither party, neither party worrying the other, nor grumbling, nor evading the duties and responsibilities of marriage. If I understand well, I think they separate second time. They don't marry again but can stay together. I think so. I believe there is commentary to that's the commentary we are talking of. Mm. Let me take it again. After that, the parties might definitely make up their minds either to dissolve their union permanently, okay, or to live honorable lives together in mutual love for forbearance and for in honorable life and forbearance, to hold together on equitable terms, neither party wronging the other, nor grumbling, nor evading. I see. So after divorce, when they come together, they must not divorce again. Whatever the circumstance, they must sacrifice equally to stay together. Yes. All right. And now we go to 257, which is against, the first one is against divorcing more than twice. Uh, and this 257 is against kindness, separate with kindness. 257. If a separation is inevitable, the parties should not allow mud at each other. Us should not throw mud at each other. MUD. The parties should not throw mud at each other, but recognize what is right and honorable on a consideration of all the circumstances. On a consideration of all the circumstances. Full stop. In any case, a man is not allowed to ask back for any gifts or property he may have given to the wife. Reasonable, isn't it? It depends. You marry, next month you divorce, then you leave your cars, your houses, and whatnot, like, man. I don't know. But these are the hududullah, the limits ordained by God. Mm. So let's stick to them. Mm. Okay, anyway, for any gifts or property he may have given to the wife, this is for the protection of the economically weaker sex. Yes, traditionally, the women are economically weaker, but not in modern times anyway. In these days of democracy, Western democracy. Mm. Okay, this is for the protection of the economically weaker sex, full stop. Lest that protective provision itself work against the woman's freedom, an exception is made in the next clause. I see, I see. So, well, my fear has been explained in the next clause. That you give so much property to the woman that she might after that feel insecure. Mm. Okay, let's go to 258. That's the next clause. 258, ordained by God. 258. All other prohibitions and limits prescribed here are in the interest of good and honorable lives for both sides, and in the interest of a clean and honorable social life, comma, without public or private scandals. Yes, if you leave cars, somebody will say cars. If you leave cars and houses and so much property to the wife because of who do the lie, because of the limits of God, people when she's walking out, people will glance at her, talk. Oh, she only went there to collect the man's property. Oh yeah, people will say I can bet you. Mm. She provoked or she induced the divorce. She just went there to collect the man's property and leave the poor man uh, penniless. So that's why this clause comes in. Mm. Uh, honorable social interest of a clean and honorable social life without public or private scandals. Yes, full stop. If there's any fear that in safeguarding her economic rights, her very freedom of person may suffer, the husband refusing the dissolution of the marriage and perhaps treating her with cruelty, then in such exceptional cases, it is permissible to give some material consideration to the husband. I think these are golden laws that, if followed well, will bring about peace in marriages in the world. Mm. So it is permissible to give some material consideration to the husband, but the need and equity of this should be submitted to the judgment of impartial judges, i.e., properly constituted courts. A divorce court, full stop. A divorce of this kind is called hulla. Hulla spelled KH and is spelled in italics. It's written in as italics. Hulla is spelled Khula. Hulla. And that is note 258 to sign 229. Let's get to the note, to the last, fourth but last note. 259. Uh, such persons wrong themselves. 259. Wrong, into brackets, themselves as well as others. Wrong themselves, as wrong, into brackets, themselves as well as others. Zalimun. Oh, Zalimun. Sorry, Zalimun. No, not Zalimun. Zalimun. Zalimun is noun. Zalimun is verb. Zalimun. Also written in italics and then colon. Zalimun. For the root meaning of zulm, see note 51 to sign 35. Mm. It has been explained there. Mm. Note 51 is far away. We shan't go there. So, viewers, you can go there to see the meaning of Zalimun. Pardon me, to see the meaning of Zalimun. And that is note 259 to sign. 229. Which means we've done only one section. Mm, I think it's enough for us for today. There isn't much time. Man has to go out to look for something to chop. Mm. Uh, and so we shall halt here. And in the next episode, we shall go to sign 230. 230. It's considerably lengthy, and therefore it's worth stopping. Thank you very much. Bye bye. Au revoir. May God be with you all.